Good afternoon, student. For today's session of Microsoft Office, we have Rajnish sir with us. Rajnish sir, you can carry on with your class, sir.
Okay, so welcome back, students.
Just hold on, sir. I'm
Yeah,
asking like to read it first. Students, whenever we raise, sir will raise a question. If your doubt is clear, just put a text in question answer section that your doubt is clear, or if else you have a question, you can raise it, so that we can understand how many students are able to watch or understand the things. So it will make easy for faculty to know that. Thank you.
yeah. Okay, so we were learning about pivot tables, guys. So now we have learned what is the importance of a pivot table, what is the importance of data analytics, and then we learned how to create a pivot table, then how to create different type of pivot tables, and then we also learn how to refresh the data in a pivot table, and how to do different type of calculations in pivot table, how to change the aggregation values in the pivot table. Now, okay. Now imagine I wanted to add one more column here. Okay, here so we are actually continuing with the pivot table only because we have some more concepts left in terms of pivot table. So imagine we need to have one more column in the same pivot table. Okay, for example, we have the country name and the sum of sales here. Now we need to add one tax column, but this tax column is not available in the source data. Tax column is not available in the source data, right? So how can we add a tax column then in the pivot table? Can we add a tax column which is not available in the source data? Yes, we can. For that, we have we have an option called calculated field. Okay, we are adding one more field here by doing some calculations. So before that, let me select this and delete this pivot table. Now I'm going to work on this pivot table only. So I'll go to the pivot table analyze. Okay. Inside the pivot table analyze, you will find something called field items and sets. Click on field items and sets. Okay. And then click on the calculated field. There is something called calculated field. Click on calculated field. Okay. So here we can give a name for this field. If I wanted to give a name for the field, I can give. So for example, here I'm giving tax. Now, in this box, you can give the formula. What is the calculation to be done and which are all the fields used for that calculation. So in this case, I want to get 12% of the tax. Okay, 12% of the sales is the tax. So here I can select the sales field here. Okay, I can select the sale, double click on this. So you will get the sales field here. Okay, from the field list here, double click so that this is getting to this formula. Now I'll put into 12 percentage into 12 percentage. Fine. Now I'll click on OK. That's all. We have got the tax value calculated. So this particular column was not at all a part of our source table. We have created from pivot table. we have created this column from pivot table. Will this get updated in my source data? No, it will not get updated in my source data, because once we are creating a pivot table, it will be there in this pivot table only. Okay, it will be there in the field list here. It will be there in the field list here. So now, if you want this same tags to be used in some other pivot table, since we have already created that field, I have created that field. Now I want to have the tags column added to this pivot table. So I can add that. I can add that. We can add that to the. Okay, sorry. It's like that only. So I'll add that to the value field only, because there is a calculation involved. I need to aggregate this, right? On the basis of central, on the basis of region, I need to aggregate it. So, okay, so we have added tax values. This is how you calculate. You create a field. You create a calculated field here. Okay, you can use any formulas for this to add a calculated field. Clear? I'll remove this now. Okay. Now, next important thing which we need to discuss here is about the pivot chart. We have seen how to create normal charts from the normal data. That we have already seen, right? But here I'm going to create a pivot chart. I'm going to create a pivot chart. I'll click on the pivot chart. So now notice that I am inside this particular pivot table. Okay, I'm inside this particular pivot table. Now I'm clicking on pivot chart. And here from the all charts, I can choose what type of chart do I want. Okay, I can either go for line chart or go for the bar chart, whichever chart I wanted. So I'll select the chart and click on OK. I'm getting a chart here. So there are some small differences, some minor differences when we compare this with the normal chart. The pivot chart and the normal chart have some differences. When it is pivot chart, you all by default you get a filter button here. Okay, by default you get a filter button here if it is a pivot chart. Okay, normally we used to add a filter, right? We had seen how to add the filter, how to filter the chart. Okay, so normally we used to add a filter here, but in pivot chart, the filter is automatically shown. But if you don't want this filter button, then you can remove that also. You can right click on this and you can click on remove field. Okay, so what happened was the field itself is getting removed. Let me hide axis field buttons on chart, or hide all fields button on chart. Click on that. So these buttons will not be seen. Okay, 1 second. Let me again right click on this. Sorry. Am I not able to select this? It's all gone. It's all gone. It took some time to clean off. Okay, so this is how you can remove that button also. Okay, if you don't want that button to be there, you can remove that button also. You can hide all those buttons. Okay, and here in the design tab, on the design tab, you have all the options which we had seen in our normal chart also. You can change the colors. You can go to the quick layout and change the layout. or you can change the chart styles. All these data, all these options are available in the design tab. Okay, so that's how we create a pivot chart. Now, let me take this pivot chart. Okay, 1 second. Let me take the field list here. Okay, I will. One second. Okay, I'll add order data here so that I'm getting year, quarter, month, and date. Okay, so I'll select this pivot chart and click on select this pivot table and click on pivot chart. Here I am going to take a column pivot chart only. So I'll load a normal column pivot chart. Now here you can see that the pivot chart is now showing 2011 in the year data. This pivot table is showing the year data. Okay, so if you want to see the quarter data, then you can see a small plus sign here. Can you see a small plus sign here? Click on the plus sign, so you will be able to see all the quarter data. So like we were drilling down on the pivot chart, we will also be able to drill down on the pivot chart also. Okay, again you can drill down one more level so that you can see all the months. Again one more level, you can see all the dates. It will be a bit congested, but you can. Okay, and you can come back also by clicking on the minus buttons. You can come back to the previous report also. Okay. Now, here also we have a drill down, right? Here also we have a drill down. Let me collapse this drill down and let us add the region also to this. Okay, let us add the region field also to this. Okay, the order was wrong right here because we were showing something, that's why the order is wrong. So I'll take it from the correct order: region, country, state, and city. Okay, region, country, state, and city has been added. Now let us try to create a pivot chart with this. Okay, the normal column chart only will go. So here also, since we have a drill down field here also you have the drill down plus button here. Okay, so we can expand this. Okay. Yeah, I think there is, even in the data also there is some small issue. That is why it is not showing correctly. Now what happens here is that unlike the order, unlike the date field, here all the countries are being shown. Okay, all the countries across all the regions, it is being shown. Even the cities also. When I'm clicking on one plus button, it is showing all the cities. So it has got hundreds of cities. Okay, all together it has got hundreds of cities. So it is showing all the cities in the pivot table, pivot chart. When I clicked on this once only, okay, when I just clicked on this once only, it is showing all these things. 1 second. Let me see. Okay. Okay, now this is working perfectly. See, so order, it is not like date column. Okay, date, Excel knows. Okay, this is my drill down. This one, sometimes Excel will behave differently. Okay, this is the drill down which we have created. So sometimes Excel might behave differently. That was what happened earlier. But now this is right. Now we have got it right. Now I'm clicking on the plus button once so that I'm getting all the country names. Again, I'm clicking on plus button once. I'm getting all the state names. Okay. Again, if I'm clicking on plus button once, I'll get all the city names here. Now here, let me select only central here. Let me select only central. Okay, and let me select only Austria as the country. Now this will look more better. Now this is showing under the central region, under the Austria region, all the states. Okay, and again here also I can choose only one state also so that it will look more nice. Carinthia is one of the states in Austria. Okay, now this is showing two cities that of this particular state in this particular country and this particular region. Accordingly, your data also will get drilled down. Your pivot will also will get automatically drilled down. Okay, so unlike the normal chart, in the normal chart, if you filter the chart, only the chart will get filtered, right? The actual data will remain as such. Actual data will not change. Okay, but here when you are filtering the chart, even the data also will get filtered. When you are drilling down on the chart, your data also will get drilled down. Okay, likewise, just opposite to it, when you are filtering our pivot table, even the chart also will get filtered. So both ways it will work. Okay, both ways it will work. Let me take the notepad so that I can explain this concept to you. Because these are all small things. Sometimes even in the interviews also they might ask, what is the difference between a normal chart and a pivot chart? Okay, when we are talking about the normal chart, when the data in the data source is filtered, the chart also will get filtered. Okay, normal chart, when the data in the data source is filtered, the chart also will get filtered. But when the chart is filtered, the data will not get filtered. Okay, so it's like this. Data, when the data is filtered, the chart also will get filtered. But when the chart is filtered, the data will not get filtered. The data will remain as such. Okay, this is in case of normal chart. When it comes to the pivot chart, when the pivot table is filtered, the pivot chart also will get filtered. And when the pivot chart is filtered, the pivot table also will get filtered. This is one major difference between a normal chart and a pivot chart. Okay, And in normal chart, we will not, no filter buttons will be there. No filter buttons. Okay. Pivot chart will have filter buttons by default. Okay, so here when the data in the pivot table is filtered, the chart also will get filtered, and when the chart is filtered, the pivot table also will get filtered. So it will work both ways. It will work both ways. Hope it's clear now. Right. And even you can change the the style of the pivot tables also. Okay, you can have different styles for the pivot table. You can select this pivot table and have this style. Okay, different styles for different pivot tables. We have so many styles available, just like we had done it for this table. Okay, on the table we had changed the styles, right? Just like that, we can have the different styles for different pivot tables also. So that's also possible. Okay. So these are the important concepts to be learned in pivot table. Okay. Are you clear with all these concepts in pivot table till now? I'm just pausing it here. Are you clear with all the concepts in pivot table till now? If it's clear, you can put a clear message, or you can put the doubts if you have. Okay, Kunalji, I think this question you can answer. Sir, I have not received any email from the institute for this session. I have received for those classes which are held in May month. So, I eligible for this session or not? Okay, Kunalji, you can answer this question. Clear. Please give a normal chart example to know the difference. We had discussed about the normal chart, but I'll take it again once again. Okay. Here. Repeat all means what all topics you want me to repeat? From the afternoon or from the morning, whichever, what do you want? Students, we have to do a good amount of practice of pivot table. Yes, it's very important. Pivot table is very important. That's why I'm spending too much of time on pivot table. Okay, I'll take the example of a normal chart because somebody wanted me to show the difference between a normal chart and this pivot chart. Okay, normal chart was already taken 2 days before, but still I'll take this once again for your benefit. Just a second, please. Okay, I'll share the screen. Interview with MNC at 4 p.m. Meeting is fixed at Zoom. Can I left afternoon class for half an hour and join again? I think Kunal, I think it's possible, right, Kunalji? I think this is to be answered by Kunal sir. Okay. Okay, I'm just showing the example of a normal chart now. Okay, here I have a chart, normal data and a normal chart. This is not a pivot table. This is not a pivot chart also. So now I'm trying to filter this data. I'm trying to filter this chart data. So I'll go to the filter. Okay, I'll go to the filter and I'm only trying to show the data that of trousers. And I'll click on apply. Click on apply. Now the chart is filtered. But is there any changes in the data? Data is still showing all of these things. Okay, that is what I was trying to tell. In the normal data, okay, when the chart is changed, okay, when the chart is changed, the data will not get affected. When the chart is filtered, the data will not get filtered. Only the chart will get filtered. Okay, but when we are filtering the data, I'll select this all, apply. When you are filtering the data, okay, when you're filtering data, click on this drop down and select only maybe shirts here, and I'll click on OK. Now this is filtered and the chart is also filtered. So as I told you, when the data is getting filtered, the chart will get filtered. Okay, but vice versa, it will not happen. But when it comes to the pivot table, both works opposite. I mean, when the pivot table is getting filtered, the chart will also get filtered, and vice versa will also happen. Hope it's clear now. Kunal sir, you are there?
Yes, sir, I'm there, sir.
Yeah, so somebody was asking if she's having he or she is having an interview with an MNC at 4 p.m. Meeting is fixed at Zoom. So it's in Zoom. Can I left afternoon class for half an hour and join again? I think it's possible, right?
Can you do one thing, the student? Just send us a mail on the email which you have received for the classes that you are unable to attend the second last class of today's session, and they will allow you for that. First, you have to send us a mail. Thank you.
Yeah. Now somebody is asking me what are the benefits of using pivot table. I'm sure that you did not attend morning session, because morning session we had in detail 1 hour we had taken to explain what is the importance of data analytics and what is the importance of pivot table. All these things we had explained in detail. Okay, I think you have missed out the morning session. You can watch the recording so that you will understand this. But in one word, if you're asking me, pivot table is to prepare summarized reports, okay, and to get meaningful information from a whole set of data. If you only have the data which is scattered, which is unsorted data, it's not even unsorted, it's completely, it's a mess of data. Okay, only the numbers and data is available in a sheet. From that data, you won't be able to get any insightful information. Okay, only when you're getting some insightful information will you be able to make decisions according as per that data. Only then will you be able to make decisions as per that data, right? So uh, yeah, so when we are talking about this pivot table helps you to summarize the data and get meaningful insights from the data. And even the pivot chart also, when you are talking about the pivot chart, somebody is asking what are the benefit of using pivot chart also. Even that also we had explained in the morning, but still it is to visualize the pivot tables. Pivot table normally will only have the data, will only have the text and numerical data. Okay, but if you wanted to visualize it so that the audience or even for us also we can get so much of insights on that data, we can visualize the data. That is pivot chart. Yeah, thank you, Kirti. Even this question also, Kunalji, I think you can answer. Is it mandatory to attend all classes to give exam of these particular? Okay, Kunalji, you can. I think this is something.
See, students, the attendance is totally tracked by the institute side. So institute has said to attend all the classes is compulsory. So you have to attend, or if you are able to, if you are missing any class, just drop a mail to skilltraining@icmai.in what class you have missed, date, time. They will allow you watch recordedly, but you have to complete it by recorded also as well as live.
Okay, which type of data is required for pivot table? Any type of data which is, which is, if you have a cleaned up data, it will be great. Where you do not have blank columns in between. Okay, if you can avoid all those, if you can clean all those data, then you will be able to create good pivot tables, a better pivot tables. Otherwise, there is no other restrictions. Thank you, Krishnendu, for. Okay, so now I think we have time to see a dashboard. Okay, first I will show you a dashboard which is already created. Okay, let me open that file. Please give me a moment. Okay, I'll share the screen. Can pivot table prepared from big data? Yeah, it can be prepared from even large amount of data also. It's possible. But then your system also should support. Okay, that is also very important because it requires a lot of RAM space. So your system also should support. Can you show us how to clean the data? See, cleaning the data is again another very big process. Okay, for that you must even sometimes you might even have to go to Power Query also, but that is very rarely which will be required. Mostly you will be getting a data from a ERP software and all, so it will be normally a cleaned data only. Okay, but Power Query itself is a big topic. Okay, that itself is a big topic. So normally if you have some blank columns, okay, blank rows in between, you can delete. You know how to delete the rows, right? You can select the blank rows and delete. So that is the only thing which you might have to do. Okay, but there are so many other cleaning process also. But normally when I think from your point, you might not have to do so much of cleaning process, so you don't have to bother about it for this point of time, unless and until you are going to become a complete full-fledged data analyst. Okay, in that case you can learn the Power Query separately. You can learn Power BI and all those things where you can, which will help you to become a purely a data analyst. But from your job perspective, as per my understanding, only this much information is needed, right? Okay, I'm going to share the screen of a completed dashboard. The dashboard also to an extent you might be using. Okay, from the same data which we had seen, from the same data which we had seen now to create pivot table and all, I have created this dashboard. Now, what is a dashboard? Dashboard is nothing but it's a collection of reports and charts. Okay, it's a collection of different reports and charts put together inside one screen. All the data, all the reports and the charts put together inside one screen. That's called dashboard. Now, let us see this closely. Okay, here I have the total sales value populated here. Grand total sales. Okay, 23,50,582 is my total sales for all the 4 years. Then the total profit, then the total discount, and then the total number of transactions. Okay, these are the values which you can see as the populated values. Then we have some charts also. Top 3 subcategories. Okay, top 3 subcategories. Which are all the top 3 subcategories? Here we can see phones, copiers, and bookcases are the top 3 subcategories across the years. Then we have another chart which shows which is a donut chart which shows the sales by ship mode. Okay, which ship mode we have used for maximum orders. Okay, and we have the least performing subcategories also. This is top 3 and this is bottom 3. Okay, least performing subcategories also. Okay, and we also have top 5 customers. Okay, we also have top 5 customers, and we have a small kind of a bar which is showing about the which is drawn. Then we have the top 5 countries also. Okay, all these are across the years. Okay, across all the products across years we are seeing this. Then we also have a line chart which shows about the segment wise. Yeah, segment wise, year wise sale. Okay, for each segment, for each year, what is the sale? Then we have a map chart. Okay, this is a map chart which will show the country. Okay, it will show the map. Okay, and for the country which have the highest sale, will have a darkest green color. Okay, so this country, France is having the maximum sales. By seeing this data, we can understand. Okay, because France is having the darkest green color. Okay, now when the sale is coming down, the color will also fade. So these areas, for example, Ireland is having very less sale. That is why it is not having a dark green. It is only having a light green. So this is dark green maximum, and this is the lightest green, which is having the minimum sales. So that kind of a map chart also is available with this. Okay, now another important thing here is, here we have some filters. Okay, so for example, I am clicking on the subcategory accessories. I'll click on the subcategory accessories. Now you can find that this pivot table, I mean this data, this data, this data, this data, even this data, and this top 5 customers, top 5 countries, every date, every chart has been changed. Okay, now all this data, all these values are showing only the accessories data. All these values are showing the accessories data. Okay, and let me remove this filter. Let me take the central region. Okay, let me click on the central region. Okay, when I'm clicking on the central region, all the values given here, all the top 3 subcategories, least performing subcategories, sales by ship mode, everything, even the top 5 customers, everything is now showing that of central region. Okay, is now showing that of central region. Now let me click on this technology. Even technology also, all the data has been changed. All the data has been updated. Okay, this is one small kind of a dashboard. Okay, I cannot see this is a full-fledged dashboard, but it's a small kind of a dashboard, a normal kind of a dashboard. So if we are able to prepare these kinds of dashboard, it will be a big help for the management. Okay, because they will get all the figures in fingertips. All the figures in the fingertips. So when they are sitting for the meeting, they can open up this dashboard, and whenever the discussion progresses and whenever they wanted to see specific values, then they can easily get it. They can easily get it from all these by clicking on these filters also. Okay, but if you have Power BI, Tableau, and all those tools, then creating the dashboard there will give you so many other features also, so much of flexibilities in the making of the dashboards. But Excel, there are some limitations, but still you will be able to create a better kind of a dashboard. So this is dashboard. How many of you wanted to learn this dashboard? If many of you are telling yes, then I will also cover this dashboard also. We will make this dashboard together. Let me see how many of you are really interested to learn dashboard. Okay, and is it possible to prepare pivot table in Microsoft Word? No, there is no option because there is no data. No? The Word is to manage the documents. So there is no question of pivot table here. In this skill training, we are prepared for both basic plus advanced. Almost, yes. Yes. I'm interested. Prestige dashboard. Yes, yes. Creation of dashboard. Yes, for dashboard. Yes, sir, interested. Learn dashboard. Dashboard. Wonderful. Okay, so let us then do that. Before we move on to the next topic, let us learn to create dashboards using the pivot tables. Okay, a similar kind of a dashboard we will be using. Okay. So before that, let us understand what are all the type of reports which we are going to make. Okay, Kunal, can you confirm if my Excel screen is visible now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Your skill dashboard is visible, sir.
That dashboard is visible. All right. Okay. So let us now understand what are all the uh, reports in this dashboards. Okay, so that we can make this one by one and add this to the dashboard. Okay, so here we have the total sales value. Okay, total sales value. Now, whatever boxes seeing here is normally called as a scorecard. In Excel, there is nothing called scorecard, but when it comes to Power BI and other data visualization, other data analysis tools, this kind of box is called scorecard. Okay. But do not ask anybody. Do not tell that in Excel we have a scorecard. There is nothing called scorecard here in Excel. Okay, we are just creating a kind of a scorecard. That's all. It is not exactly a scorecard. But just for the naming sake, I am naming these kinds of boxes as scorecard. Okay. So what all scorecards do we have? We have the total sales value. We have the total profit. We have the total discount. The total number of transactions. Okay, these are the scorecards which is available in this dashboard. Now, then we have two bar charts. Two bar charts. Hold on for a moment, please. Let me attend an important call. Okay, so we have two bar charts. One bar chart is showing the top three subcategories. Subcategories by sale. Then second bar chart we have bottom three subcategories by sales. Okay, then we have a donut chart. Donut chart. Donut chart. It's about the sales by ship mode. Okay. Then what else we have? We have the line chart. We have the line chart which shows the segment wise, year wise sales. Okay, what else do we have? Then we have the table. Okay, we have two tables here. Okay, one table, two tables. One table shows the top 5 customers, and second table shows the top 5 countries. Right now, we also have some filters. Okay, these are nothing but slicers or filters. Okay, the one which we have here, no, all these are filters only. It's all slicers only. Okay, we have learned about the slicers. So what all slicers do we have? Subcategory. We have one slicer as subcategory, second slicer region, third slicer category. So these are the 3 filters which we have. Okay, so once we are done with all these, we are ready with the pivot table. I mean, we are ready with the dashboard. All right, so let us do this step by step. Okay, just give me a moment. Let me open another file where we are going to work on. Please hold on. I'm just preparing the data. Okay, data is ready now. I'll share the screen. Power BI is Excel feature. No, it's not an Excel feature. Power BI is a totally different software. Okay, it's a totally different application which is used exclusively for data analytics, and it is developed by same Microsoft. Okay, Tableau is another data analytics. It's all called BI, business intelligence applications. Okay, it's all related to business intelligence. So Power BI, Tableau, there are some other tools also to create dashboards and all for the for business intelligences. So BI tools we have so many in the market. Is it possible to prepare pivot table in the Microsoft Word? I already told no, it is not possible. because Word is a document software, Excel is the spreadsheet software, right? So there is no point in making a pivot table in Word. So the same data, okay, the same data which we had used to create our pivot tables and all, I'm using same data to create this dashboard also. Okay, so first and foremost thing which we have to do here is we need to create different pivot tables as per this list. One second. Okay, as per this list, you must be able to create all these pivot tables. Okay, that is the first thing. So we can create one pivot table to get all the total values. Okay, so in another sheet, I am going to create a pivot table. Okay, one second. Let me go to the insert. Now this has been converted to table. Okay, this data has been converted to table already. Now I'll click on insert and click on pivot table. No change in the source. I'll create the pivot table in the new worksheet. Okay. So in this worksheet, in this pivot table, we will be taking the sales value to the values. Okay, so we have that sum of sales here. Okay, discount again to the values. So here we have the sum of discount here. Then profit again to this. One second. Okay, so I'll take the profit also here, and I will take the quantity here. Okay, so are these all required? Total sales value, total profit, total discount. Okay, total quantity was not there, but still I am taking the total quantity also. Fine. And total number of transactions also. How do we get the total number of transactions? We had learned that, right? I'll take the order ID. I'll use the order ID. I'll take the order ID and add this to the values. So that order ID is a what is order ID? Order ID is a alphanumeric value. Alphanumeric values will be considered as text. So whenever you're adding a text value to the values, by default the aggregation method will be count. By default the aggregation method will be count only. Okay, all the others we are getting sum by default. If you wanted to change, you can change, but I'm not changing here because I want the sum only in my dashboard. So one data for the dashboard is ready. Okay, we have done with this data. Okay, score for the scorecard, whatever data is required, I've done with that. Now let us come to the top three subcategories and bottom three subcategories. Both together we are trying to make it here. Okay, both together we are trying to make. One second. Okay. Fine. So let us now create another pivot table in another sheet. Okay, I'm not going to create it in the same sheet. I'm going to use another sheet for this. Okay, so new worksheet only. Okay. Now for identification purpose, I will rename this sheet as consolidated. Okay. For identification purpose, I'm renaming this as consolidated. And this sheet, in this pivot table, I am trying to get the subcategory. I'm trying to get the subcategory to the rows and the sales to the values. Okay. Now I'll again rename this sheet to top 3 subcat. Top 3 subcat. Okay, so here, but here it is showing all the subcategories, right? I don't want all the subcategories. I want only the top 3 to be displayed. Okay, so what happens? How do we get it? How do we get the top 3 out of it? You can filter here, go to the filter button. You can go to the value filters, and from here you can choose the top 10. Okay, you can choose the top 10. So top 3. I'm changing this value 10 to 3. And I'll click on OK. Now I'm getting top 3 subcategories here. Okay. Now I'll make a copy of this sheet. I'll make a copy of this sheet. Okay. This I need to change it to bottom 3 subcategories. Okay, this is top 3 and this is bottom 3. Now here I need to change this filter, right? I'll go here, again value filters, again click on top 10. Okay, here change this to bottom and it is 3 only and click on OK. Now this is showing bottom 3 subcategories. So this sheet for top 3 and this sheet for bottom 3. So clear with this? This is also done. Okay, 2 bar for the data for the 2 bar charts. It is already done. Okay, let us draw a bar chart. Let us add a bar chart also here itself. Okay, then we will take it to the dashboard. So I'll select this data. I'll go to the pivot table analyze. I'll click on pivot chart and I'll take the bar chart and click on OK. But if you can see here in my actual dashboard, the final dashboard, which we have seen now, where is that? One second. Yeah. In the final dashboard, you do not have that field list. You do not have grid lines. Nothing is there. It's plain simple chart, right? So, but in this case, the chart looks so different, right? Even though this is only a bar chart, the chart looks so different. I don't want to have any unwanted things in my chart. Okay, so that my bar chart will look beautiful in the dashboard. Okay, so for that, these 2 buttons I need to remove. That is the first thing. So I'll click here, I'll right click here, okay, and hide all field buttons on chart. Right click on any button, and select hide all field buttons on chart. This one. Okay, I'll click on hide all field buttons. Then I'll remove the legend also I don't need, and I need to remove the grid line. So here click on this plus button, remove the grid lines. These are grid lines, and I don't even have to have the values here, right? One second, is there any values here? Yeah, values are there. Okay, on the x-axis we have the values. Color and all we will change separately. Okay, later we will change the color, we will change the size of the chart, everything we will do it separately. But now our chart is ready. Okay, now again going to here, similar chart I am going to create. A similar chart I am going to create where I'll go to this data, I'll go to the pivot table analyze and click on pivot chart. Okay, and bar chart. Okay, click on the bar chart and click on OK. Okay, now I'll right click on this. I'll hide field buttons from the chart. I'll click on this plus button. I'll remove the grid lines. I'll remove the legend. Okay, everything I have removed, and even the chart title also I don't need. Okay, now this chart is also ready. Are you able to understand this? Okay, hope you are able to understand this process. So what I'm trying to do, I am trying to get all these reports ready in different sheets. Before I have not touched down the dashboards. I have not created any dashboard till now. Okay. I am yet to even add a sheet called dashboard. That itself is not done. Okay. Now I am only trying to get the reports ready in different sheets. So what are all the reports we have taken till now? We have created a sheet called consolidated, where I have got the total sale, total discount, total quantity, total profit, and total count of orders. This report I have made it ready. Then in top three subcategories, I created a report with the subcategory wise sales, and I filtered this using the value filters, and I went to top 10, and here instead of 10 I have made it to 3, so that I am getting only top 3 subcategories. And I created a chart based on this pivot table. Again, the same thing was copied in another sheet. The same thing is copied to the another sheet, where again we have the subcategory wise sales. But here the only thing is that the filter has been changed. Now in this data, I am selecting the value filters. I am going to the top 10. So instead of top 10, I am clicking on the bottom, and I am giving 3 as the answer, as the value, and I am click on OK. Now I've got the bottom 3 subcategories also. Till this point, are you clear? I'll just pause it here. 1 second. How to clean the data in the laptop? Are you asking about the system cleaning up? Then it is different process. Okay, I was talking about the cleaning up of data from the Excel file. So guys, now I'm just pausing it here. Whoever is listening to this, please let me know if this is clear till this part. We have not completed it. We are yet to complete it, but till this point, are you clear? Okay. Kirti have confirmed it is clear. Okay, Monica also have told it is clear. You have other people telling clear, clear, clear. It's clear, it's clear. Okay. I have not received my any email. Okay, the same question you have, I think it was already answered earlier, right, Kunalji?
Yes, just hold on.
Yeah.
So let me do selling using from this session. For this class, means just do one thing. Share your email and your problem at skilltraining@icmai.in. We will surely reply your query. I am posting the skill training email ID. If you have any query, just drop your mail. That's it.
Okay, somebody was telling, does the dashboard created in Excel update in real time, or do we have to manually update it? See, I had told you about a refresh button, no? In the morning when we were talking about pivot table, I have explained you about a refresh button. Okay, so that refresh button you will have to be clicked. You don't have to manually change the values, but whenever the source data is getting changed, then you will have to come to the pivot table part and click on the refresh button. Okay, then system data, I am not sure. Okay, that I think you'll have to contact some system, technicians and all. Tell again how to insert dashboard. We have not yet reached to the dashboard, Baba. Okay, please listen to this. If you have joined late, it is big difficulty for me to explain this all over again. Okay, because we have taken some time to till this point. So please watch the recordings if you have not understood this. If you are late to this session. Okay, we have not completed on the process of the dashboard. We will be completing it. We are on the process. Okay, we have just reached only 20 to 30% of it. If the charts are prepared normally without pivot, without using pivot charts, does it update in real time? Yes, it will be updated in real time, but it will not see if it is normal data, then it will be updated real time. Yeah, but the problem is normal data, it will be very difficult for you to create these kind of reports, right? You will have to use formulas and all. Right. All right, so let us continue with the creation of the dashboard. Okay, we are here. Now, what is the report again which is pending? We need to now create a report on the ship mode, right? Sales by ship mode report we need to create. Then from that report, we need to create a donut chart also. Okay, so let us go back to this order data. I'll click on the insert pivot table. So here I'll create the pivot table in a new worksheet. Okay, and I'll take the ship mode to the ROS and I'll take the sales to the values. Okay, so this is the ship mode by sales by ship mode report. Now using the sales by ship mode report, you can go to the you can create a donut chart. So click on pivot table analyze and click on the pivot chart. And from here on the pie chart, we have the donut chart. Inside the pie chart, we have the donut chart also. I click on the donut chart. Now my donut chart is ready. I don't want all these buttons, hide all field buttons, and I don't want the legend also to be there. I'll remove the legend. But I need the data labels. Okay, I'll need the data labels. So I'll have the data labels here. Okay, I'll just drag this outside. Okay, now I have added the data labels also. Clear? So now my donut chart is also ready on the ship mode. What is the next one? Line chart, segment wise, year wise sales. Okay, so let us go back to the order data, insert pivot table, new worksheet only. In this pivot table, I am going to add segment. Segment I'll add it to the columns, and order date. Order date I'll create it on the rows. Okay, and the sales to the values. Sales to the values. Now I don't want all these quarters, months and all because I'm not going to drill down. So I'll remove the quarters, months and the date. I only want the year to be there. Okay, now using this pivot table, I'm going to add a line chart. Okay, now here it is a line chart. So I'll click on the line chart. I'll click on OK. Now I have the line chart ready with segment wise, year wise sales. I'll remove all these buttons. I don't want these buttons on this chart. I'll remove the legend also. Okay, but here also I need the data labels. Data labels. In the data labels, one second, I want the category name also to be displayed. Okay, because this is now only showing the values. Now only showing the values, but if you can see the dashboard which we have already created, it was showing us both the category name and the value, right? So this pivot table also, this also I'll add the category name. How do we add it? I'll go to the data labels, okay, and click on this arrow mark. Inside data labels, we have something called more options. Click on more options. Okay, from this part, you can add the category name also. Sorry, I think I need to add the series name. Yeah. Why is it not showing? One second, let me add. Now it is getting added. Okay, it's taking some time, that's all. Okay, I will add the series name. So here the category name doesn't mean that it is a product category. Okay, this category is different. This is series and category. So it's talking about the table, that's all. Okay, it is nothing to do with our product category in our data. Okay, so now I've got the line chart also ready with the segment wise, order date wise sales. Then we need a top 5 customers table, right? So here again I'll go to the order data. Again I'll click on insert pivot table and click on new. Click on new. Here I'll add the customer names to the rows and the sales value to the values. Okay, this is another pivot table which we have created. This pivot table is showing customer wise sales data. Okay, sales by customer. Now we need to filter this for top 5 customers, right? So I'll click on this filter button. Value filters again. Inside value filters, go to the top 10. Okay, and change the value 10 to 5. Okay, now this is showing top 5 customers data. Okay, so I'll rename this sheet top 5 customers. What is this here? Okay, this is ship mode sales. And this is having line chart, right? So this is having segment year sales. Okay, so top 5 customers is also ready. Now I need to have the top 5 countries, right? Let us create the country sales by country pivot table. I'll go to the insert tab again. I'll go to the pivot table and then I will create a new pivot table. And here the country to the rows and the sales to the values. So I've got the country wise, I mean the sales by country. Now I'll filter this to top 5 countries. I'll go to the value filters. I'll click on top 10. Here I'll change this to 5 and click OK. So now I have the top 5 countries. Okay. But you have found that in my dashboard we had a bar chart also. Okay, we have a data bar also. Okay, we had a data bar also in this data. Okay, that we will take it separately. Okay, that we will add it separately, not from this point. Okay, fine. So top five country. What is it? What is left now? Now we have the filters to be added. Okay, filters we can add. When we are creating these dashboards, we can add the slices. That's not a problem. Now, one more thing which we need to add here. 1 second. We need to have the map chart also, right? We need to have the map chart also. Okay. What happened? Yeah. We need to have the map chart also. For that, I'm creating a copy of this top 5 countries. Okay, and this is sales by country sheet. This is the sheet for sales by country, and here I'll remove the filter. In this sheet, I'll remove the filter. I wanted all the data. Okay, fine. Now all our data is ready. All our data which is required to create a dashboard is ready. Data is ready now. We have the consolidated figures in this sheet. We have the top 3 subcategories in this, bottom 3 in this, ship mode sales in this, segment year wise sales, line chart, everything is here in this, and we have the top 5 customers, and then we have the top 5 countries, and sales by country report is also there. All these reports are ready. Now let us start creating the dashboard. Now let us start creating the dashboard. I'm naming this cell as this sheet as the dashboard. Now, first and foremost thing which I'm trying to do here, I'm going to do here is, if you can notice in my dashboard, where is the dashboard? Okay. I'm noticing this dashboard. You can find that this grid lines is not being seen. There are no grid lines at all. Okay, this rows, columns, grid lines, no, it is not visible. In anywhere in the sheet, it is not visible. So first thing which we need to do is we need to remove these grid lines, because having grid lines the chart will, this dashboard will not look nice. That's all. It's all beautification only. Okay. There is no it's not mandatory. Only to beautify your dashboard, you are removing this grid lines. How do we remove grid lines? That also we had seen earlier in yesterday's class when we were talking about the printing. We had learned how to remove dashboards. So I'll go to the page layout. Okay, and here in grid lines I can remove this view. Okay, disable this view grid lines. Okay, now see guys, now we don't have any grid lines here. Okay, now as we had seen in my final dashboard, we need to have a heading. Okay, we need to have a heading. So let me take these 3 rows and these many columns and merge it so that we can have the title of the dashboard. Maybe this is eStores sales dashboard. Okay, this is my heading. Okay, here I can add a border to this. Now we are going to create the scorecard. Okay, we are going to create the scorecard. These are all the scorecards. So we have a heading here and the scorecard here, heading here and scorecard here, like that. So let me use these 2 cells and merge it and give the scorecard title total sales, and these 2 rows and these 2 columns merged together, and here this is where we are going to get the total sales. This is where we are going to get the total sales. We'll learn how to get that value here. We'll learn all of these things, but let me copy this so that the same formatting I'm getting here also. This is total profit. Again, the same thing we'll copy. This is my total quantity. Okay, and then total sales profit. Okay, and the discount, total discount, and total discount, and we have the number of orders, total number of orders, right? So now we are going to get the data here. Okay, before that, let me give a color, a light color to this. Maybe I'll use the same color patterns. I'm really bad in terms of designing. Okay, designing part and all, you can use your own creativity, but I'm just using a small design. That's all. I'm just using a very basic design without adding much colors and all. So I'll choose this. I'll here give a darker green and make this white. Okay, and I'll make this center and increase the font size. Now here also I'll change this dark blue, dark green. I'll change this to dark green, where we are going to populate the values. Okay, and all these cells I'll make the font size to white, so that in the dark green white will look good. Now I'll put an is equal to symbol here. Now I'm going to get the data. Okay, this is very important. Designing is not very important, which is up to you, your own creativity. Okay, so I'll put an is equal to symbol here, and I'll go to this particular sheet, where this consolidated sheet. Okay, and select this value. I'll just select this value and press enter. Okay, now I have got the value here. I'll make it bold I'll increase the font size. Okay, now my scorecard 1 is ready. Again, I'll go here. Again, I'll click on is equal to. I'll press is equal to, and then again I'll go to the consolidated and select the profit. Press enter. I've got the profit. I'll have the same formatting in this also. Same thing is equal to symbol, and then the consolidated, then the quantity, and press enter. Okay, same formatting for the total quantity also. And now the total discount. Okay, is equal to consolidated total discount. Press enter. Formatting, same formatting copied here, and here number of orders. That also we have that in the consolidated and putting it here. Okay, same formatting copied here as well. So now our scorecards are completely ready. Okay, we are ready with the scorecards. Now let us now take the top 3 subcategories, right? That is the next thing. Let us take the top 3 subcategories here. So I will go here. I will I'll copy this. Okay, where is that? Top 3 subcategories. I will copy this. Okay, I'll just copy this, or I'll cut it. Okay, I'll put a control X here. I'll cut it from there, and I will put it on the dashboard. The same top 3 subcategories, we have got it here also. Okay, now I'll decrease the size. Okay, I will decrease this size. Yeah, and now I can change the color to match to this colors. So I will go to the pivot, design here. I'll go to the change colors. Maybe I'll take the monochromatic color pattern here. Okay, so that I'm getting a green color here. Here I'll change this to top 3 subcategories. Right? Similarly, we are going to take the bottom 3 subcategories. This chart also I am going to take, and I will go to the dashboard and I'll insert that. Again, the same thing. I need to change the size. I need to make this similar to my top 3 subcategories. Okay, so here I must add a title also. Sorry, I did not add the title. This is my bottom 3 subcategories. Okay, here also I'll change this color to green. Change the color to green. That's done, guys. So now my 2 charts are also ready. 2 bar charts are also ready. Now what is it next? We need to have the ship mode sales here, right? We need to add the ship mode sales. So that chart also is ready here. Where is that chart? Ship mode sales. I will Control C or Control X here, and I'll add this to the dashboard. Again, here also I don't want the multicolor. I want only single color to be there. So I'll go to the monochromatic green color. So I've got the ship mode sales. sales by ship mode. Okay, sales by ship mode. Now here I want the line chart also, right? So yeah, it's line chart. So we have the line chart, segment the year by sales. I'll select this again, Control X and Control V here to paste it. Control V here to paste it, and I will make this bit small, and I'll remove. I don't want these grid lines. I'll remove the grid lines, and I can change the colors also. Again, the same green monochromatic color, so that everything will look uniform here. Okay, monochromatic green color. Now this is also done. Now we need to get the top 5 customers and top 5 countries, right? So we'll just put an is equal to symbol here, okay, and then go here and select this one cell, click enter, and just drag this down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and just drag it right also, so that I am getting the values. Now we have got the table. Okay, we have got the table with the top 5 customers. So here I'll give an heading after merging the cells, top 5 customers. Okay, here if you can notice, we have a borders and all. So I'll add all borders here. I'll make this bold. I'll increase the size. Okay. And now what I'm going to do here is one more thing I'm going to do. I'm going to select these cells and go to the conditional formatting and get the data bars and get the green data bar here. So I have got the data bars also. I've got the data bars also. Now I'll copy this because I want the same formatting to be there in the top 5 countries also. So increase the size of the column, this column also. Why am I getting one more? I'm getting an additional border. Fine. No problem. Leave it. I'll take the data from here only. Okay, here I'll put is equal to top 5 country. I'll select this and press enter. Okay, now I got the France. I will drag this down and I'll drag this right so that all the values are also getting updated. And I'll increase the column size. I'll increase this column size also so that the data bar will look good. And I will give the, okay, I'll give the heading after merging the cells, top 5 countries. Okay, I'll have the same formatting here, and here also I'll add the borders. Now selecting these cells, I'll go to the conditional formatting, data bars, and click on solid fill. So again here also I am getting a data bar. Okay, so 2 tables are also ready. Now we have got the 2 tables also ready with us. Right now, the next thing which is left here is the map chart. Okay, it is the map chart. We had a map chart, right? But word of caution, map chart will work only for Office 365 versions and above. Older versions of Excel doesn't have a feature called map chart. Okay, and one more thing, to have the map chart, to get the map chart in, you must be connected to internet also, because the map has been taken from the cloud. So that's why you have to connect it with the internet also if you wanted the map chart. Now, next thing which I wanted to tell here is, from a pivot table, from a normal pivot table, you cannot create a map chart. Okay, for example, I am trying to create a pivot chart and here I am trying to find the map. You can't create this chart type with the data inside a pivot table. So field map chart cannot be created from a pivot chart. Then how did I create it? I did a small trick here. What I did was I copied the data. Okay, sorry, I copied these data, only the data part, okay, and pasted it here. So I actually took out this data from the pivot table. I actually took out this data from the pivot table, and using this data, this is a normal data now. This is not a pivot table. Now I'll go to the normally, as we were adding the chart, I'll go to the insert, and here we have the maps. Inside map, we have something called field map. Click on field map. Yeah. So I've got the map chart also ready now. But remember, this map chart is not at all no way connected to this pivot table. Okay, it is only connected to this data. Right now, here also I can change the color. Okay, after taking the Control X, and I will put it in the dashboard. Here I'll put it. Okay, and then I went to the chart design, change colors, and here monochromatic green. So I've got the map chart also according to our requirement. The chart title I am putting it as sales by country. Okay, this is the title of that map chart. Done, guys. Now, the only part which is left in this dashboard is the slicers. Okay, so slicer, go to any pivot table, anywhere, any sheet, any pivot table. Okay, so I'll select this pivot table and I'll go to the pivot table analyze and click on insert slicer. Okay, what all slicers do we need? We need to have a slicer. One second, let me get to that notepad. We need to have subcategory slicers. We need to have region slicers, and we also need to have category slicers. So subcategory, category, and region. First, let me take the subcategory. I'll select the subcategory and click on OK. Now I'm getting the subcategory slicer. I'll increase the width. I'll increase the height of the slicer. Okay, and I'll take the slicer to my dashboard. Did I get this pasted? Yeah. Okay. So now I have the subcategory slices ready here. This also I need to have a green color. I will go to the slicer and I will have the green color here. Okay, this also will be matching with our theme color. All right. Now, as you can see, where did we create this slicer from? I had created this slicer from this pivot table. Okay, sales by ship mode pivot table only. I have created this slicer. So which means that now by default this slicer is only connected to sales by ship mode. But when I'm clicking on accessories, I want all the data to be updated, right? Even the scorecards also has to be updated. This okay. Top three subcategories we don't, because this is already subcategory, so we will not use it here. We will not connect this slicer to this pivot table and even this pivot chart also. Okay, all the other charts, all the other values we will connect. This, and even sales by ship mode, line chart, and even the top 5 customers, top 5 countries, everything I will get this connected. How do we connect it? How do we connect it? We have learned, right, how to change the connection of a slicer. We have just learned it in the afternoon. Okay, so I'll go to the slicer and I'll click on the report connections. Okay, and inside the report connection, and from the report connection, currently this is connected to ship mode sales report. So I'll connect it with the top 5 customers, except these two. Okay, except the top 3 subcategories and bottom 3 subcategories. Except these two, I'm going to connect this with all the other pivot tables. Okay. I'll select this top 5 country. This I don't need. Segment year sales. Sales by country also I'll not connect. I'll tell you why. Okay, sales by country also I'll not connect. And consolidated, anyways, you don't have to. Okay, yes, we need to connect. We need to connect this pivot table also. And I'll click on OK. Now, you can see that when I'm clicking on the accessories, each and every data except these two charts, except these two top 3 and bottom 3 subcategories chart, all the other chart values, the chart, everything has been changed, including this top 5 customers, top 5 countries, everything is changed. Okay, just notice this, just make a note of this, and let me change to some other subcategory. Is this getting changed? Yes, this is getting changed. Each and every chart except for these two charts, all the other charts will get changed, and map chart will not have any changes. Map chart will not have any changes because I have not connected this with that with this. Even if I connect also, even if I connect that slicer to this pivot table also, still this pivot, I will not get this map chart updated, because where is this map chart connected to? Is it to the pivot table? No, map chart doesn't have any connection to this pivot table. Map chart have only connection to this data. But when you are filtering data, this data will not change. Okay, there is no connection. I've just made a copy of this. I have not linked it. There is no linking, and we cannot link also. We cannot link a data to this also. Clear? So this outside, I've took this outside and I've created map chart based on this data, a normal data. If it was a pivot table, you cannot create a map chart. That is why I did not connect my this slicer to sales by country. Hope it's clear now. Now two more slices are left now. Let us add those two slices also. Again, going to any pivot table, you can go to the pivot table, analyze, insert slicer, and here it is a region. Here it is a region. Okay, now I'll control X, go to the dashboard, put the region slicer here. Okay, I'll decrease the size, and now I'll connect this with the other pivot tables also. Report connections. Okay, this one I can connect it to all the pivot tables except for sales by country. Okay, so bottom three subcategories, consolidated, segment year-wise sales, ship mode, top three subcategories, and top five customers. All these I have connected. So now, whenever I am clicking on the central, region, all my data will be changed, updated. This also will make it to green. Next pivot, next chart is category wise chart. That is the last thing which we are going to do. So here I'll click on pivot table, analyze, insert slicer, and here from here I'll take the category and click on OK. Okay, and I'll cut this slicer and place it to the dashboard. Okay, so I'll select this. Again, I'll change the connections. I'll add the report connections to all the pivot table except for the sales by country and consolidated, segment year sales, ship mode sales, top three subcategories, top five country, top five customers. Okay, and change the color. That is all. Now we have created a complete dashboard from the scratch. And you can add more reports, whichever is required. As per the requirement, we can add more and more reports. Okay, all these things can be done. So you can use pivot table, you can use normal data formulas also in pivot tables, in dashboard. So many things we can use. Okay, mix and match you can use to create the best dashboards. Is dashboard consolidations of all? Yes, it is a consolidation. It is group of different reports and charts. Any other questions, guys? We have done with the complete dashboard, starting from the scratch. Were you able to understand this? Is it clear? Any doubts? Did you find this useful? I would like to know. Kirti, beautiful. Thank you so much. Understood. Thank you. If you all can, it would be great. It's very lengthy and time consuming. It is. You will have to spend some time, right? Okay. But It is only time consuming at the time of creation. After that, this is very much useful. Otherwise, you imagine whenever you are sitting in a meeting and you need to get different reports, you'll have to go to different files and search for the reports, right? So here you are everything getting in a single screen. So, but initially it is lengthy, but then when you are completely thorough with this, you can definitely create dashboards in very less time. It's optional. We just learn for knowledge, right? Because see, it's all depends. When you're going for a job, this might be useful for you. Okay, I would strongly suggest you to take this very seriously also. Okay, not just learn for the knowledge. I want you to try. I want you to practice this also. If we click on the buttons, does it gives information accordingly? Yes, we have shown that, right? It is giving us all the filtered data as per the buttons we click. So all those were slices. What is the next question? Very useful, very useful. One second. Clear. All right. Then we will break for the half an hour. 3:30 we will assemble back. Okay, thank you. So Kunalji, can we break it now?
Yes, sir. We can take the break for 5 minutes. 5 to 6 minutes.
No, it's 3 to 3:30 we have the break, no?
Yes, sir.
So 3:30 we will assemble back.
Sure, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, student, for today's session. We are winding this session, and by 3:30 we will again rejoin with the new classes.
Yeah. All right.